Hey guys, and welcome to the first Mail Monday. So guys, since we're new to this, Mail Monday is the day where people send me messages through email or, through YouTube or through Google Plus or whatever, ask me questions, and I will go ahead and give you guys answers and stuff. So today, for the first episode of Mail Monday, I got a question on my YouTube channel from Cosmic Bear. So his question is about a weekend that I was supposed to be spending with Depfox, Jay and Bryan, also with some friends from Portland who were coming down for his birthday, and we were all going to hang out together. And I even taken a Friday off, so I was going to have an awesome 3-day weekend hanging out with some friends, and I was super excited about it. I talked about it on my YouTube channel, and then of course I dropped off the face of the earth for a while and I never said anything about it. So Cosmic Bear was wondering, Scott, what the hell happened with this super fun weekend that you were supposed to have? So there is a story behind this, and it is a good story. It is hilarious, and it's hilarious now that it's over. It wasn't so awesome at the time, but so this is what happened. So Friday morning, I woke up. I was supposed to be at Jay and Bryan's house at like 10 a.m. because they wanted to go wine tasting, which means that I was going to have to leave the house at the latest like 8 a.m. here to get to their house. So I woke up, I was getting ready, and my stomach was a bit rumbly, and I'm like, I wonder if I ate something weird yesterday. But generally, I was feeling fine. I was good. I was like, we're gonna go. We're gonna have an awesome weekend. So I ended up getting to his house super early, which is fine. Hung out with them. Then we were waiting for Stuart and Rick to come from San Francisco because they were spending a day there before they came to Jay and Bryan's house. So we were gonna do some wine tasting, and they showed up a little bit late, so we ended up not having time to do wine tasting because we had to get it in between, when they showed up and when the kids had to be picked up from school. Because as you know, Jay and Bryan have kids. So we didn't get to do wine tasting, but we're like, okay, well, let's go get some lunch. So we head over to this brewery. I don't remember the name. It was like the something Bear Brewery. Good lunch. Had a super yummy burger, garlic fries, really good. And then there is a winery there, which happens to be Jay's favorite winery. So we do some wine tasting over there, and we had some really good wines over there, by the way. It was yummy. But while we're there, now my stomach is starting to be a little bit more unhappy. Like, oh, not good. So we do the wine tasting. That was all fun, and then we head back to the house because we got to get back so they can go and pick up the kids and do all that good stuff. And at this point, I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be bad. This is going to be all kinds of bad. And it sucks when you're at a friend's house and you know that not good things are about to happen. So I slyly, go over to Bryan and I'm like, Bryan, do you have any Pepto-Bismol? Because I figure, they're dads, they have kids, they probably got stuff like that around. All he had was baby Pepto-Bismol, so I'm like, that's fine, I will take the whole bottle, whatever. So I down that, doesn't really help, and then I remember that because I do international business travel a lot, I always have like a full medicine chest with me, and I happen to have my backpack with me that I take with me on these trips. So I had Imodium AD with me in my backpack, so I'm like, yes. So I took some of that. So that helped that immediate issue. But at this point, the kids started to come back, we're hanging out, watching some TV, and I'm starting to feel sick now. I'm like, oh God, I don't feel good. And so I'm just kind of like laying down, and we're supposed to go see Star Trek, the new Star Trek movie, that night. At 6 o'clock we were gonna leave, but I'm like, I'm not feeling good. I'm starting to feel nauseous, and that feeling like you're like, okay, the stomach flu is about to happen, because you can feel it coming. Like it hits you like a train, like you're okay, and then wham, you are not okay, but you can feel it coming. And that's the way I was right there. I'm like, oh, this is going to be bad. And I'm pissed because I was all ready for a good weekend. But I'm like, I need to go home. I don't want to spend an entire weekend sick at my friend's house. So I'm like, you guys, I'm so sorry. I need to go home. If I'm going to be super sick, I wanted to be sick in my house. So when they went to go see Star Trek, I started to drive home. Now, I live like an hour and a half away. So one could argue it's a bit stupid to be driving when you know you have imminent stomach flu about to happen. But I wanted to be home. Otherwise, I was going to be laid out in their house, violating their bathroom all weekend. So I'm driving home, and then I get stuck in traffic. So traffic was like stopped, and it like put me back by almost like an hour on my trip home. And this hour is key, people, because if it were not for this accident, I would have made it home. So finally got through Highway 37. The rest of 80 is clear. I'm like, okay, I can make it. I'm almost home, And I was almost home. I was so close to being home, people. I was 15 minutes from home. But at this point, 15 minutes from home means that I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm in between cities. I'm nowhere. And I'm driving along. And you get that feeling, you're like, oh no. So I'm like, crap. So I start pulling over to the slow lane because I'm like, there's a very good chance that I'm going to need to pull over very soon. So I'm moving over to the slow lane and I'm like, shit, I gotta pull over now. Pull over into the slow lane, into the shoulder, slam on the brakes, stop. And this is the part where people are like, well, why didn't you just get out of the car? I'm like, all I had time to do was get the hell off the freeway onto the shoulder, and then, oh my God, people, we are talking Exorcist, Linda Blair, projectile vomiting, all over. Oh my God, I violated my car. And it just kept coming, and I swear to God, it is not possible to have that much contents in a human stomach. Like, where did this all come from? Oh my God. So I'm just sitting there dying, and I'm trying, because I know I'm in my car. I'm like, I don't want to jack up my car too much, because I'm trying to think about this, because so I'm trying to just keep it all contained to the passenger side floor area of my car. So I'm just kind of like leaned over going, for like God knows how long, until I'm just dry vomiting. And then finally I'm like, okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm good. I'm like, I'm done. But now I've got this problem. I'm 15 minutes from home. I'm carrying like 5,000 gallons of vomit in my car, and I'm in the middle of nowhere. What the fuck am I supposed to do about this? Drive home in the vomit car. I mean, what else can I do? I have no way of cleaning my car. I'm in the middle of nowhere and I have no supplies to clean my car. So I start driving home. Like I said, I've only got 15 minutes left. I am so close. I'm in between cities. So I drive home in the vomit car. On my way home, I give Roque a call. Don't worry, not on the phone, because I have Bluetooth. I was able to call him hands-free. And I'm driving home, I call Roque, and he's like, what? And I'm like, I am so sorry. And he's all, what? I'm like, I'm about to ask you to do something that is just so wrong, but you need to do it for me, because I can't do it. I just violated my car, and when I get home, I need to go upstairs and die. But someone has got to clean my car at least a little bit before it just gets too much. So I get home. When I get home, I text Roque, I'm like, I'm home. Here are the keys to my car, I'm just gonna leave them there. So, oh my God, bless his heart. I'm upstairs, comatose, because I die. And he comes home, we've got a wet vac, and for shampooing the carpets because of the pets and whatnot. So he sucks up the main evilness in my car. I told him, I said, don't go crazy, just make sure that the majority of it is gone. And then, when I'm feeling better, I will go over my car super crazy like. So he does that. Oh, honey, I love you. That's the worst. Vomit is the worst. And then, that's true love. Cleaning up your husband's vomit is true love, people. True love. So he did that. And then, so begins the night of like living nightmare. Like, I just feel like shit. I can't even drink water because water makes me vomit. Like, I can't do anything. I am so dehydrated. Like, I can feel it. I'm like, oh my God, I need water. Roque got me some ginger ale because, I'm like, hopefully that'll help my stomach and help me drink something and hydrate a little bit. I tried drinking some water. Nope, nothing stays down. At this point, the Imodium AD have also worn off. So it is coming out of both ends all night. oh my God, I hate life. I just hate life. And I'm like that the rest of the weekend. You know, eventually, you know, the stomach flu, it's really, you know, they call it like a 24-hour bug, because the vomiting and stuff does kind of stop after, you know, like 24 hours. And then you just feel like shit for a couple days. And so my weekend was just destroyed. I spent like the entire weekend in bed. Finally got to the point where I could like drink water again. And then Monday came around and I'm like, I'm not going to work today. I need to not be at work today. But I am starting to feel better. So I'm like, shit, I need to clean my car before I go to work on Tuesday. So I spent the day like just pouring gallons of water into the carpet and sucking it up and pouring more water in and sucking it up and pouring Febreze in and sucking it up and pouring water in and sucking it up. Because if you've ever got vomit in your car, like it just, oh my God, it just doesn't go away. Like it just, you can clean like a maniac on crack and it just doesn't go. So now my car, it generally smells not like vomit. It actually more than anything smells like a toxic level of Febreze at the moment, which is a teeny tiny hint of vomit. So it's okay. Like it's not bad. I can even leave it in the sun with the windows up in the parking lot of work, and I come back in and it's okay. So I was a bit worried that I was gonna have to burn my car down because there would be no way to properly clean it, but luckily I did. I kept it fairly self-contained into the passenger side of my car, and I was able to clean all that area up. Oh my God. So yeah, that cosmic bear is the story of my fun, fabulous weekend with Jay and Bryan and Stuart and Rick. So yeah, there was no videos, there's nothing, because I wasn't even there. I was at home wishing I was dead. So hopefully I will be able to see them again soon and actually get to have the fun weekend that I wanted to have with them. One of these days. Hopefully we'll go camping sometime this summer. Because I know Jay had asked me when we were going camping, and so I'd like to go camping. Alright guys, now that I've completely grossed you out with stories of vomit and explosive diarrhea and all other inappropriate things, send me more messages for next week's Mail Monday. What do you want to hear about? Give me ideas. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. I hope it didn't gross you out too much. Probably did. I hope you found it more funny than anything else, because looking back on it, it is kind of funny, even though at the time it was a horrific nightmare. Remember, guys, go check out my husband's channel, go check out Ty's channel. If you wanted to check me out on social media, go to my Google+. You can see photos on my Instagram. If you're a new subscriber, thanks for subscribing. I apologize for this video. You probably didn't know what you were getting into. If you're brand new and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and then you'll get more videos. Maybe not as graphic as this one, but I make no guarantees. Alright guys, until next time, love and bubbles.